All right, gentlemen, adding fuel to all that fire has been also a New York Times report of a Saudi-led peace plan that has also enraged Palestinians. It's reported to include a Palestinian state in the West Bank and Gaza without East Jerusalem as a Palestinian capital, but rather neighboring Abu Dis instead. The majority of West Bank Jewish settlements would remain in place and no right of return for Palestinian refugees. Those points have been denied by both the White House and the Palestinian president. But Mohammed, despite those denials, just how seriously is that report being taken in the Arab world?
Extremely serious, and I must mention here that about a month ago we talked about this exact issue without mentioning East Jerusalem. When President Abbas was invited to Riyadh, I spoke to two high-ranking Palestinian officials who said that there are a number of demands that the Saudi Crown Prince is trying to impose on President Abbas. Those demands were given to Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman by Jared Kushner, who is the U.S. chief or senior envoy on the Middle East conflict, and that President Abbas wasn't happy with it. Let's just talk about East Jerusalem and Abu Dis, where we are. Right behind me here, Nurit, is what was supposed to be the Palestinian Legislative Council. That was supposed to be the building to house the Palestinian Legislative Council in the mid-90s. However, Israel denied that. They stopped the continuation of its building, and then it became part of the Al-Quds University here in Abu Dis. But right here, as you see, this is the wall that separates Jerusalem proper from what Israel considers the West Bank. At the time, Israel considered this part of East Jerusalem, and it did not want the Palestinian Authority Legislative Council to be very close to Jerusalem, so not to give the Palestinians the legitimacy, ownership or control or sovereignty over Jerusalem. Now this is changed, and now their talk is that this is going to be the future, according to this report by the New York Times, the future capital for a future Palestinian state. As I'm standing here, a number of Palestinians who live in this area stopped by and said, this is Abu Dis, Jerusalem is the capital, not Abu Dis.